In the stretch of the open sea, where naval powers navigate with caution and strategic precision, the unexpected can often ignite a powder keg of tension and uncertainty. Imagine a scenario where a Russian spy ship, shrouded in secrecy and propelled by clandestine motives, ventures perilously close to a mighty symbol of American naval dominance, a U.S. aircraft carrier. What unfolds in this high-stakes encounter? What hidden agendas and intricate power plays come into play? Brace yourself for a narrative filled with suspense, espionage, and the collision of two formidable forces on the high seas. Join us on a gripping journey as we unravel the fascinating tale of what happens when a Russian spy ship gets too close to a U.S. aircraft carrier. The tension mounts as the spy ship creeps closer to the mighty U.S. aircraft carrier. But before we delve into the heart-pounding details of these encounters and their far-reaching consequences, let's take a moment to understand the enemy that the U.S. Navy is up against. The Russian spy ships. Russian spy ships, a key component of Russia's naval strategy, are masterfully designed for intelligence gathering and global surveillance. Rather than engaging in combat, their primary mission is to gather critical data on foreign naval movements, bolstering Russia's situational awareness at sea. Equipped with cutting-edge electronic surveillance systems, these vessels can intercept and analyze a wide range of communications, from radar to radio signals. They are the formidable eyes and ears of Russian signals intelligence. But their capabilities don't stop there. These spy ships possess sophisticated electronic warfare systems, capable of disrupting and deceiving enemy electronics. With countermeasures that can jam enemy radar and communications, they are a force to be reckoned with. And let's not forget their advanced radar and sonar sensor arrays, providing them with unparalleled situational awareness and the ability to discreetly monitor the movements of naval assets. It's no wonder that the U.S. Navy frequently encounters these Russian vessels on the high seas. Under international maritime law, they are allowed to transit through the U.S. Economic Exclusive Zone. However, encounters between these spy ships and U.S. aircraft carriers can be particularly critical and fraught with danger. One notable incident that occurred in January 2023 sent shockwaves through the international community. A Russian spy ship was detected a mere 100 miles off the coast of Hawaii, causing concern and raising tensions in the region. The proximity of the spy ship to such a strategic location heightened the urgency for the U.S. Navy to closely monitor its activities and assess any potential threats it posed. Another nerve-wracking episode took place in 2019 when a Russian spy ship was reported to be operating recklessly near the southeastern coast of the United States. This incident caused significant alarm within the U.S. defense establishment and triggered a rapid response to ensure the safety of the nation's maritime interests. The presence of a foreign spy ship operating in such proximity to U.S. coastal waters raised questions about the intentions and motives behind its actions. These incidents serve as reminders of the complex and delicate nature of international relations and the constant vigilance required to safeguard national security. The ability of Russian spy ships to operate close to U.S. coastlines highlights the need for advanced surveillance systems and the readiness of the U.S. Navy to counter potential threats. The U.S. Navy's capability to swiftly detect and assess such incidents demonstrates the effectiveness of its surveillance technologies and the skill of its personnel in handling challenging situations. Each of these incidents underscores the importance of maintaining a strong and capable naval force to protect national interests and ensure global stability. They also highlight the ongoing need for continuous evaluation and development of strategies to address evolving threats posed by foreign spy ships and other potential adversaries. As the dynamics of international relations continue to evolve, the role of naval forces in safeguarding maritime security remains crucial. These encounters serve as stark reminders of the high-stakes game being played out on the vast expanse of the ocean. When spy ships and aircraft carriers cross paths, the tension reaches a boiling point. It's a clash of intelligence, surveillance, and strategic maneuvering, an intense battle of wits and capabilities that can have far-reaching implications. The tension rises as the Combat Information Center, CIC, issues a command, causing alarm bells to ring throughout the aircraft carrier. The CIC, often referred to as the brain of the ship, is a specialized space equipped with instruments dedicated to collecting, displaying, and sharing crucial combat information. It acts as the command hub, where decisions are made to ensure the safety and effectiveness of the ship in combat situations. Information floods into the CIC from various sources, including radar, sonar, visual lookouts, electronic countermeasure equipment, radio communications, intelligence reports, and more. This vast amount of data must be sorted, analyzed, and displayed so that tactical meaning can be derived, allowing for informed commands and actions. When a Russian spy ship is detected nearby, the Combat Center follows strict protocols to activate alarm systems. Audible sirens blare and visual alerts flash across the aircraft carrier, alerting every crew member to the potential threat. This quick dissemination of information is vital, ensuring that everyone on board is aware and ready to respond. The highly trained crew members swiftly move into action, rushing to their designated positions with precision and purpose. Through a rigorous training process, the crew are well versed in the protocols and procedures to be followed during such critical situations. With the alarms sounding, the entire aircraft carrier springs into a heightened state of alertness, ready to face any challenge that may arise. Clear and concise communication is paramount in these intense moments. The military emphasizes standardized procedures and codes to convey specific instructions and responses efficiently. The Combat Center establishes communication channels through intercom systems, radios, and other devices, allowing officers in the CIC to broadcast critical messages to the entire crew or specific sections of the ship. This ensures that every member receives the essential information needed to respond effectively. As tensions mount and the crew prepares for the unknown, the aircraft carrier becomes a hive of activity, united in purpose and ready to face the challenges that lie ahead. After being briefed about the presence of the enemy spy ship, all relevant units on the aircraft carrier immediately initiated defensive protocols. The primary objective is to prevent the enemy from obtaining any valuable information. One proactive measure is to instruct sailors to turn off all electronic devices to prevent potential interference or unauthorized information leakage, ensuring operational security. Turning off electronic devices also helps maintain a controlled electronic environment on board, which is essential for operational security. It prevents unauthorized access to sensitive information and allows for a focused response to the situation. U.S. Navy aircraft carriers are equipped with offensive and defensive electronic warfare systems to counter and neutralize threats. These systems can disrupt the spy ship's surveillance and intelligence gathering capabilities. Radar jamming is a key countermeasure that interferes with or overwhelms the radar signals used by the spy ship for surveillance, impairing their ability to detect and track targets. Additionally, aircraft carriers employ sophisticated communication jamming equipment to interfere with or block radio signals and communication frequencies used by the spy ship. These systems disrupt the enemy force's ability to effectively communicate and coordinate. Aircraft carriers can deploy decoy systems, such as electronic decoys or chaff, to divert the attention of the spy ship. These decoys mimic the electronic signatures of the naval vessel, creating confusion and making it harder for the spy ship to distinguish between real and false signals. Signals intelligence, SIGINT, is another electronic warfare tactic utilized by U.S. aircraft carriers. It involves collecting signals and communication-related information to gain insight into the adversary's operations. This intelligence gathering helps understand the spy ship's activities, intentions, capabilities, and potential threats. By studying patterns in electronic signals over time, carriers can infer the spy ship's intentions and tailor specific countermeasures, including electronic jamming, to disrupt their communications and surveillance capabilities. If the situation escalates, attack protocols can be initiated based on the intelligence gathered. Tracking the spy ship is just the first step. The carrier's intelligence team conducts a detailed analysis of the spy ship's intentions. They assess patterns, identify any aggressive maneuvers, and evaluate the ship's proximity to the carrier group. By discerning potential threats and deciphering the spy ship's motives, naval commanders can make informed decisions regarding the appropriate level of response. The carrier's command structure conducts a comprehensive risk assessment based on the gathered intelligence. This assessment takes into account factors such as the spy ship's behavior, historical contexts, and the perceived threat level. The outcome of the risk assessment guides the command and the combat center in determining the most suitable response measures. The response measures can vary depending on the assessed risk level. They can range from diplomatic engagement, such as establishing communication channels to develop intentions, to defensive posturing, such as maintaining a heightened state of readiness and deploying additional defensive measures. The intelligence analysis and risk assessment are crucial in ensuring that the response to the spy ship is proportionate and effective. By carefully evaluating the situation and understanding the spy ship's motives, the carrier's command can make informed decisions that prioritize the safety of the carrier group and its mission objectives. In summary, when faced with the presence of an enemy spy ship, aircraft carriers implement a range of defensive measures, including turning off electronic devices, employing electronic warfare systems, deploying decoys, and gathering signals intelligence. These actions are aimed at preventing unauthorized access to information, disrupting the enemy's capabilities, and ensuring the safety and security of the carrier and its crew. Detecting enemy ships. U.S. aircraft carriers boast an impressive array of advanced surveillance systems that are the envy of naval forces worldwide. These systems are not just good, they are exceptional, ensuring that spy ships never stand a chance of catching the carriers off guard. With their cutting-edge technology, these carriers possess an almost supernatural ability to detect the presence of spy ships from miles away, leaving no hiding place for these clandestine vessels. The carrier's surveillance prowess is primarily achieved through the utilization of multiple radar systems, each tailored to perform specific functions critical for maritime surveillance. These radar systems are the vigilant eyes that scan the vast expanses of the ocean, tirelessly searching for any sign of potential threats. Equipped with advanced signal processing capabilities, they can distinguish between innocuous maritime traffic and the elusive presence of spy ships lurking in the depths. One of the crown jewels of their surveillance arsenal is the state-of-the-art surface search radar. This powerful radar system is not your ordinary run-of-the-mill radar. It is a technological marvel that can pierce through the vastness of the ocean, detecting nearby ships and obstacles with remarkable precision. Acting as a sentinel, it provides vital information for surface search and navigation, ensuring the carriers maintain awareness of their surroundings at all times. But the carrier's surveillance capabilities don't stop at radar alone. They employ a comprehensive suite of detection technologies that work in harmony to maintain an impenetrable shield around the carrier. Visual lookouts trained to spot the faintest signs of intrusion scan the horizon with unwavering focus. Electronic countermeasure equipment, strategically placed throughout the carrier, neutralizes any attempts at electronic interference or deception by spy ships. Radio direction finders hone in on suspicious transmissions, pinpointing the location of potential threats. Intelligence reports collected from a vast network of sources provide invaluable insights into the movements and intentions of adversarial forces. The carrier's surveillance systems are not just passive observers. They are the proactive guardians of the seas. Continuous monitoring and analysis ensure that potential threats, such as spy ships, are not only detected, but also thwarted in their attempts to remain undetected. The carrier's crews, armed with real-time intelligence, are always one step ahead, ready to respond swiftly and decisively to any potential breach of their security. These advanced surveillance systems are not merely a technological marvel. They are the embodiment of the unwavering commitment of the U.S. Navy to protect its carriers and the personnel aboard. The carrier's ability to sniff out the presence of spy ships is a testament to the extraordinary dedication and ingenuity of the naval engineers and operators who have crafted and refined these systems. One of these radar systems is called surface search radar. It helps the carriers detect nearby ships and obstacles, but it doesn't stop there. The carriers also have other high-tech equipment to find spy ships. They have lookouts who keep a close watch, and they use electronic countermeasures, radio direction finders, and intelligence reports. All of these things work together to make sure that potential threats like spy ships are not only detected, but also prevented from staying hidden. The advanced surveillance systems on U.S. aircraft carriers provide them with a comprehensive understanding of their surroundings, enabling them to stay on top of any unfolding situations. With their unmatched situational awareness, carriers can quickly identify and assess potential threats, allowing them to respond swiftly and effectively. The carrier's ability to maintain a real-time picture of the maritime environment gives them a significant advantage in terms of operational security. They can anticipate and proactively address any potential risks, ensuring the safety of the carrier, its crew, and its mission. By leveraging their advanced surveillance systems, carriers can detect and track not only spy ships, but also other potential threats, such as enemy vessels or aircraft. This early warning capability allows them to implement defensive measures, adjust their course, or take evasive actions as necessary, effectively neutralizing any potential dangers before they escalate. Furthermore, the carrier surveillance systems enable them to coordinate and communicate with other naval assets, enhancing their overall situational awareness and facilitating collaborative responses to emerging threats. This seamless integration of information and resources ensures a unified and effective defense posture, further bolstering the carrier's safety and security. The ability to stay on top of things through advanced surveillance systems is not only vital for the protection of the carriers, but also for the success of their missions. Whether engaging in humanitarian operations, conducting military exercises, or projecting power in potential conflict zones, carriers rely on their surveillance capabilities to identify opportunities, assess risks, and make informed decisions. Ultimately, the combination of advanced surveillance systems and the rapid and effective response capabilities of U.S. aircraft carriers creates a robust defense posture. It instills confidence in the carrier's crew and commanders, knowing that they have the tools and knowledge to maintain a safe and secure operational environment. By leveraging their advanced surveillance systems, U.S. aircraft carriers ensure that they are always one step ahead, providing a formidable deterrent and a potent force projection capability. These capabilities not only safeguard the carriers themselves, but also contribute to overall regional and global stability, reinforcing the U.S. Navy's role as a dominant force in the world's oceans. Rules of engagement. It's important to understand that spy ships are not like traditional warships. Their main purpose is intelligence gathering, not direct combat. They may lack the defensive capabilities to engage in confrontations, and their focus is usually on avoiding such situations. Therefore, their presence near U.S. aircraft carriers doesn't immediately threaten the carrier's safety. However, if based on the assessment through advanced surveillance, the spy ship poses a threat to the sovereignty of the United States, then the threat must be addressed. In a worst-case scenario where U.S. Navy sailors on the carrier need to take defensive or offensive actions, they follow strict rules of engagement, ROE. ROE are guidelines or directives given to military forces, including individuals that define the circumstances, conditions, degree, and manner in which the use of force or actions that might be seen as provocative can be applied. For U.S. Navy vessels facing close encounters with enemy ships, the ROE prioritizes de-escalation but provides a framework for escalating responses when necessary. The decision to use lethal force is determined by the imminent danger posed by the approaching enemy vessel. Considering the potential encounter between a Russian spy ship and a U.S. aircraft carrier, it becomes evident that the situation can be challenging. The U.S. Navy, however, is well prepared and highly capable of countering threats. It possesses warships equipped with cutting-edge technology, advanced surveillance systems, and state-of-the-art offensive and defensive mechanisms. The readiness and resilience of its sailors allow the U.S. Navy to detect, assess, and mitigate threats swiftly. Indeed, the show of power demonstrated by U.S. aircraft carriers coupled with the bravery and dedication of the sailors serving aboard them, has played a significant role in maintaining the United States' dominance in the world's oceans. These carriers serve as symbols of American military might and project power across the globe, showcasing the nation's commitment to preserving peace and stability. By effectively utilizing their advanced surveillance systems and employing a range of defensive and offensive capabilities, U.S. aircraft carriers deter potential adversaries and assert their presence in critical regions. This demonstration of strength serves as a deterrent, discouraging hostile actions and preserving a balance of power. However, it is important to recognize that naval forces and the dynamics of international relations are complex and multifaceted. The presence of U.S. aircraft carriers extends beyond a mere show of power. They also play a crucial role in humanitarian operations, disaster relief efforts, and supporting allies, fostering cooperation and goodwill on a global scale. Naval forces, including aircraft carriers, contribute significantly to ensuring global stability. They help uphold freedom of navigation, protect international trade routes, and provide a rapid response capability in times of crisis. Additionally, their presence often acts as a stabilizing force, discouraging aggression and promoting diplomatic solutions to conflicts.